Hello and welcome. Some years ago, an eminently successful businessman was enjoying a well-earned retirement. As a teenager, he had worked part-time delivering newspapers and serving ice cream in order to pay the rent needed to live in a tool shed for the 4 years while he completed high school. This determined young teenager went on to become an icon in the medical and wellness industries. Then one day in 1990, he had one of those life-changing moments. He looked around and saw people struggling with aches, pains, and maladies, all the symptoms of poor and deteriorating health. He saw people of all ages struggling with financial challenges, trapped in jobs and careers which provided little satisfaction, while they clung to their withering dreams. That day, Clinton Howard said, "Life doesn't have to be this way." And he took action on it. He formed the company that today is known as RBC Life. It's a company dedicated to bringing wellness, personal development, and lifestyle opportunities to people around the globe. We all have hopes and dreams. Some people are looking for time freedom. The freedom to do what they want and when they want it without marching to someone else's schedule. Some people are looking for possessions, the ability to buy that house, to get that car, or maybe just the ability to buy something without worrying where the money's going to come from when the charge card bill comes due. Some people are looking to be able to make contributions, to give, to serve of their time, of their money, in order to make the world a better place for those who are less fortunate. Some people are looking and dreaming of personal transformation. Maybe it's on a physical level, a mental level, a spiritual level, to use and develop their talents, their abilities, and their potential. Some people are looking for wealth, not just money, but the stability and security for themselves and for those that they love. Some people dream of recognition and satisfaction, being able to use their talents and their abilities, and then being recognized for their accomplishments and achievements, doing something that is meaningful and satisfying to them. Some people dream of experiences, travel, fun, seeing things, doing things in exotic places and locales. Many people hope and dream for relationships, having the time to put into those relationships, to develop those relationships with people that they love and they care about. But somehow along life's way, we end up losing sight of those hopes and dreams. We give up. Maybe it's because in the pursuit of what we need, we lose sight of what we want. Maybe it's because someone along the way just told us to get real. So we end up shrinking our dreams down to match our reality instead of growing our reality to match our dreams. We end up living lives of depletion instead of lives of completion, lives of lack instead of lives of abundance. We end up physically depleted and financially stretched, with our dreams a mere mirage in the windows of the past. 97% of Americans are nutritionally deficient. Health breakdown is rampant. Disease rates are skyrocketing. In fact, my children are the first generation in history to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents are. And yet there's little investment in prevention. It's all about treatment. Invasive procedures, symptom suppression, toxic drugs, they're all band-aid solutions from our so-called healthcare system. Meanwhile, people are working longer hours. They're weighted down by more stress and by less job satisfaction. Personal debt and bankruptcies are rising. 95% of people end up out of time and out of money as they reach their golden years. May I ask you a question? Where are you at right now when it comes to your hopes and your dreams? If you keep doing what you're currently doing, how long will it take you to reach those goals? Will things be different in 6 months? How about in 6 years? You see, life presents us with choices. We can either move forward or move backward. We can move into abundance or stay in depletion. Well, the good news is that life doesn't have to be this way. RBC Life is a choice that people are making to achieve true lifestyle freedom. Now, granted, money isn't everything, but it sure does help with a lot of things. You know, if I can earn significant income while enjoying personal development, time and location freedom, while meaningfully contributing to others, and while experiencing recognition, satisfaction, and fun with people I choose to be with, then I achieve success on my own terms. So let's talk about money. You see, there are 2 kinds of income that people can earn. The first is linear income. It's when you trade your time or your effort for money. Now, the problem is that you only have so much time, and in order to get rich with linear income, you have to sacrifice something else so that you can work more. And as soon as you stop working, guess what happens? That's right, you stop getting paid. It sounds like a vicious treadmill, doesn't it? And it is, for 96% of the population. Now, the other kind of income is what's called nonlinear income. It's when you get paid over and over again for the work that you do. In other words, the work that you do this month produces income that is added to the income that you are still earning from the work that you did last month, and the month before, and the month before that. Now, this kind of income is sometimes referred to as residual or leveraged income, sometimes called beach income, or we like to say it's the income that you get from growing your own personal money tree. Now, can you imagine how nonlinear income could help you reach some of your hopes and some of your dreams? You may be asking, how do you earn nonlinear income? Well, the wealthy do it by investing vast sums of money or by establishing businesses that employ lots of people. Probably neither of those is an option for most of us. In fact, to earn only $500 a month in investment income, you would need to invest somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000. To buy a franchise, you'd need hundreds of thousands of dollars. To start your own business, well, do you know what the success rates of that are? The good news is that there is another option. An RBC Life home-based business provides people like you and like me the opportunity to generate non-linear income. Here's why. First off, there's low startup costs and low overhead. Instead of having to invest and put out hundreds of thousands of dollars, you simply need a few hundred. Instead of having all of the high overhead with a traditional business, because it's a home-based business, you do it in your own home. And there are tax advantages to having a home-based business. You can start part-time, as most people do, and then work up to full-time. And you get to be rewarded for your own efforts. An RBC Life home-based business is where you are mentored by seasoned professionals, people who have done it and who are invested in helping other people to do it. You earn part-time income of a few $100s a month, or you can work it right up to a significant full-time income. You get to experience personal growth and development along the way as you are part of a dynamic and fun community of people. And every day you are contributing in a meaningful way to help, to lead, to serve other people. You're making a difference in people's lives. RBC Life is a company that's been in business for 22 years. It's strong, it's established, and it's stable. It's got a solid infrastructure. RBC Life is part of the trillion-dollar wellness industry. You know, those people who want to maintain and regain natural good health and want to do something about it to take responsibility for their own health. RBC Life's consumable products empower the human body to do what it was designed to do. In other words, they get results. They're recommended by doctors, backed by science, and used by people seeking longer and healthier lives. Let me tell you about the powerful combination of our top two cutting-edge products. You've heard the buzz about stem cells, but you're probably cautious about the controversial injections and expensive treatments and unfounded nutritional claims surrounding the topic. Well, RBC Life StemKine is a food-based supplement that has been scientifically proven to nourish the human body so that it can produce more of its own stem cells to renew, rejuvenate, and repair. It's like fertilizer to the bone marrow. Can you imagine the benefit to people who are dealing with or wanting to prevent aches, pains, or even more serious health conditions? Can you imagine the benefit that you could experience? RBC Life's microhydrin is a powerful antioxidant that goes hand in hand with StemKine. It helps alkalinize the body, creating a healthy internal environment for those stem cells to circulate and to do their work, as well as for the entire body to function in a normal way. Of course, it also enhances the body's natural energy production and improves blood oxygen levels and reduces lactic acid buildup. So you're probably wondering, well, what exactly do you do with an RBC Life business? Do I need a garage full of product? Will I have to harass all my friends? Do I have to become a nutritional expert? The answer is no, no, and no. RBC Life is a distribution business. The good news is that RBC Life's home office and distribution center handles all the inventory and maintains detailed records. That way, you can focus on the three primary activities. Now, you don't have to harass your friends. In fact, what we find is with the training, with the personal development training that we provide, most people have better relationships with their friends, not worse. And you certainly do not need to become a nutritional expert. You focus on the three activities that earn you nonlinear income. The first activity is to bring in new business builders. Using the tools and resources that we provide, you choose who you want to partner with. People who, like you, have an internal drive and motivation to achieve lifestyle freedom. Number two is building a growing network of product consumers. You see, the demand for our unique scientifically proven products is growing every day as our consumers can't help but share with others how they're benefiting. That's called word-of-mouth advertising, and RBC Life has given a way to monetize that word-of-mouth advertising. Number three is leading your team members to success. Using our proven system, we work with you to lead the members of your team and to help them to become more and more and increasingly successful. Well, you may be thinking, I've never done those things before. You may be thinking that you're not even sure what those three things are. Here's the good news. You see, you will be part of a team that has systems, tools, training, and mentors. And that team of people will be as committed as you are so that you can reach the goals that you have set. Now, I've covered a lot of material, but now really it's up to you. Can you imagine yourself experiencing lifestyle freedom? Can you imagine yourself reaching some of those hopes and those dreams? Well, are you ready to echo the words of Clinton Howard when he said, life doesn't have to be this way? Are you ready to rediscover your dreams? Usually there are three types of people that we talk to. The first group are people who say, thanks, but no thanks. Well, I'd like to say to you, thank you for taking the time to watch and for your honesty. I know that even if this business isn't for you, our products probably are. You're walking around in the only body that you'll ever have, and our products will help you to take the best possible care of it. The second type of people are people who say, yeah, I'm getting this, but I'd really like to do more research. Well, we can get you websites, literature, and we'd be happy to get you even more videos to do that research. Now, you'll probably also want to start taking some of our products in order to test them in your own personal laboratory, your body. You may even want to share them with a few people that you know and trust to get their opinion of the products as well. The third type of people are people who say, I get it. I'm ready to go. I want that lifestyle freedom, and I'm ready to take action to get it. To you, I'd like to say, welcome to the team. So for each of you, whatever group you're in, get back to the person who shared this presentation with you. Tell them what you like best about what you saw, and tell them where you want to get started. They'll walk you through the simple steps to take action. And remember, life doesn't have to be this way. So let's get started. To your abundance and to your dreams, your health and your success are up to you.